Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Chuck's Movie Minute. Sorry we've been off for a few weeks, but there really haven't been that much out in the box office worth reviewing. But we figured we'd start today off. We're back in a big way with one of the big anticipated movies of this fall, Black Mass, starring Johnny Depp. Now, since we're based in Boston, this movie had a ton of hype. The lines were amazing. The theaters were packed. It was a great movie overall, but let's get into this. Now, I will warn you there's some mild spoilers in here, but if you know the story of Whitey Bulger, it's really not spoiling anything. So, Johnny Depp, first of all, in this movie, makeup was amazing. He really lost himself in the role. I really dug it. One of the big things I liked about him is the psychopathic look in his eyes. I mean, when he's talking to people in this movie, it is scary. You feel it. Overall, though, I feel like the plot in this movie jumped around a bit too much. It starts off from the perspective of Kevin Weeks, and then suddenly it's being told almost from the narrative of John Connolly, and then you're back to Whitey Bulger, then you're to Steve Flemmi, and it just bounced around too much, so there was never really a solid, formation of the narrative of this movie, considering it's supposed to be told via flashbacks. The other thing I didn't really like about this movie is just the great key to a gangster movie, in my opinion, is that the gangster's got to have, 2 parts fear, 1 part charm. And I don't really feel like Whitey Bulger ever had the charm in this movie. He was literally just like a walking psychopath. And, maybe you could blame it on the LSD. They burnt his brain out with an Alcatraz. But I feel like that you had to have that balance, otherwise this just becomes a horror movie. But, all in all, it's a great historical picture, if you want to believe that it's true. Apparently Whitey Bulger, Kevin Weeks differs in the movie's mostly fiction, but the people they kill in this movie really did die in those ways. So I'd say check it out. It's a great movie. Unfortunately, all the Oscar hype I had heard coming into this movie is not going to deliver. They may get, a makeup or something like that, maybe a screenplay nomination, but nobody's going to win for this. So definitely check it out in a month of week releases. This is definitely a movie worth scoping out. But all in all, I'd say mediocre at best, but I'm going to give it a go to the movies this week. And stay tuned, we're going to have reviews of The Intern and The Maze Runner Sports Trials coming up. And don't forget to check out our new series, TV Tonight with Chuck, where we just reviewed Heroes Reborn and The Big Bang Theory. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. In the meantime, see you at the movies.